That look crazy. Lights. Save the battle week. Save the battle week. You can set a space. Got my water. Going back into the darkness. I am the dark. Who said that? Was that Bane? Bane was like, oh, here. So, well, let me get my microphone. Grab some water. Who is in here already? At least I know you guys. Today was such a long day. Today was a long day. We're gonna get the microphone checked. We are in the setup phase. We're in the setup phase. We're in the setup phase. Lights on.
All right. I make myself laugh. I didn't bring nothing. I don't have nothing prepared. It's like midnight. I have nothing prepared. I think I'm gonna be on for an hour today, but I will explain what happened. Like what's like. Let me see. What's good? What's good? Constantine posted. How are you doing? I look like a what's some things called from Dr. Seuss? No, the Grinch, the Whovilles characters. That's what I look like. I actually do look like them. What was that? The Grinch? Da Forest, welcome something. Christmas time. That had to have been Whoville. That was Whoville, right? And the Grinch was mad as fuck, hating in his house. How you mad? How you got a big ass castle, and you mad as fuck? What's good, Kai? Oh, that was the Grinch. Okay, I look like them Whoville characters. I'm gonna stay just like this the whole live because I fuck with this look. I fuck with the look. It looks good. I know the Grinch somewhere mad as fuck right now. He like, fuck that dude, bruh. This live stream is gonna be like one of the most. This is probably gonna be one of my lowest live streams, probably because I'm just gonna be talking. I have nothing bright to talk about. You said Kylie Ryan. Kylie Ryan, I have a question for you. I have a serious question. Please come forth in front of the congregation. I have a serious question because I'm very curious about this. I'm so curious, and it's not the gay kind of curious. I think Kylie Ryan left. But what I was gonna ask Kylie Ryan is every time I get on live stream, every single time, what are you people doing up? Go to bed. Oh, you're here? Okay. Are you a girl? No, I'm fucking with you. I don't care about that part. Are you a bot? Like that's what I actually want to know. Because every time I get online, it's always that random, like, you said I'm in the Netherlands. Okay, so okay. But Kylie, like everyone always comes in, it's always that random person. Jesus loves you. And I'm just like, who are you people? Who are you people? Do y'all not realize that makes people hate Jesus? I'm dead ass. Like, do y'all not realize that? Like Constantine, am I tripping? Like who's with me here? Like when people come in, like y'all be like, You said it's just spreading the gospel, bro. No. But like who is the leader of this movement right here? Of this spreading the gospel? Who, like, do y'all get into a huddle and like say, okay, we're gonna go on streams at midnight? No, no, God did not tell y'all to do this. God did not. I promise you, you are not, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. Seeking my shadow. Oh, that felt good. I don't know what you're talking about. But like knocking under my stove. No. I'm dead ass right now. God told, no, he did not tell you to spread the gospel. God did not tell y'all to spread the gospel. He didn't say that. I'm so serious right now. Like, he did not tell you guys. God did not come down from the heavens like he did Elijah and tell you to do something. Like that the time of God running around talking to us is over. But like like God got so sick of motherfuckers like not listening to him. He said, you know what? I'm gonna just be quiet. I'm gonna send you guys signs, but I'm gonna be quiet. All right, man. Well, I hope you have a good day, good rest of your like, Kylie. This is a real like you think I'm like on some non-believer shit, but like this is a constant thing that I've seen. Like people walk around there like Jesus love you. You're not wrong. It does make people hate Jesus. I'm dead ass. Like, do they not realize this? Do they not realize? Like, some people like my comment if you agree that Jesus died for our sins. I'm like, bro, you are fishing for comments. He said, "What's up from Arizona?" You're an hour ahead of me, aren't you? So it's like 1 a.m. right with you. Kylie got mad at me, ran away. No, but I was dead serious. Like, I want to know who's the person, like, or how do you get into that practice of running through comments saying Jesus loves you? He said my mom just died here. Go mourn. This live is gonna be ignorant. Go mourn. What are you doing? Why are you on Smitty'Wit's martial artist live telling me your mom died? Bro, go mourn. Go mourn. What are you doing? Are you trolling me or are you dead ass? Because I'm gonna feel so bad if like he actually came. Yeah, I'm gonna feel so fucking bad. Okay, because someone's gonna probably be like, "Oh my god, Smitty is so." Ugh. But my mom died too, and I was not on someone's live stream. I mean, like, what did I do the day my mom died? It was 2017, and I finally heard that she died from cancer. And I was numb actually for years, but I didn't say no. I just chilled that day. I just relaxed. And it was just like, it didn't really hit me until like 10 years later, I think. No, has my mom been dead for 10 years? So no. It was like I was like, it wasn't 10 years later because she died in 2017. But yeah, like, I don't know. You said, shout out Flagstaff. I don't know what y'all talking about. I just like that was a real question that I had for Riley. I wanted to know, and then she got all butthurt and ran away. But I was like dead ass. I was like, who tells you guys to like? How do you get inspired to run around in streams and say Jesus loves you? That gotta be that gotta be a new form of the Crusades. That gotta be a new, like, do y'all understand where I'm coming from? That gotta be a new form of the Crusades. That's like soft power crusading. Because like the hard power crusades, they was running around dominating. Like they was like, we gonna force you guys to like Jesus because we want land. This time I feel like Jesus love you. I feel like that's soft power crusading. I don't know. I'm ignorant tonight. I have nothing like positive to say tonight. That's no, I have positive stuff to say, but I'm gonna be abnormally blunt. You love Sodom and Gomorrah. Why would I love Sodom and Gomorrah? You know, everybody took that one story from the Bible and they hung gaze on that one story, Sodom and Gomorrah. When the actual story was they was doing all kinds of shit in that town. Like every single vice you could think of, they was doing it in that town. You like pink? Oh, I love pink. Oh, I love pink. Oh, I love pink. Like, I love pink. Fuck yeah. Pink, if you really wear pink properly, you gonna stand out. You gonna stand out if you wear it properly. I'm sitting here asking the hard hitting questions. This is what the wait. This is what the don't want. Oh, this is what they don't want you to know. Yeah. You say you look handsome. Appreciate you. Zesty as fuck. Nah, I'm gonna tell you what's zesty. There's a lot of other zesty stuff. Nah, real men wear pink. You know, this generation, or not even like, I'm not even talking about kids. I'm talking about like just this era of people have lost all of the OG like sayings. Real men wear pink. Have you not heard of that? Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Girls wear pink. So, actually, no, they really don't. Girls wear black. That's what girls like. All the bad bitches I know wear black. They love black. Love it. And I ain't talking about me. Like black. I'm talking about they love black. It would be defined. It would be defined before men wearing pink. What do you mean by that? That's from the cowboy days. It used to be a man's color. Yes, I'm telling you, pink used to be like, pink is a man's color. But you wanna know why I love pink so much? Because not everybody can wear it. Like, because we live in times where everybody sees something and they copy it verbatim. Like, if they see something working for someone, they'll copy it. But pink is one of those colors that you, like, if you see it working for me, you can't, like, you have to have the confidence to wear it. Like, to wear pink, you need to have something inside of you that's strong. Like, that's original and strong. That's why I love pink. Pink just isn't masculine, my boy. I don't care what the fuck y'all think is masculine. I fight, so, like, I'm a fighter. Guess what? I whooped someone's ass in my last MMA fight wearing pink. I don't give a damn what you think is masculine. He said, but everyone's gay now, so sure, justify your gayness before God. That's fine. You want to know what's the biggest plot twist, I feel? You want to know what's the biggest plot twist? I bet y'all God really do not give a fuck about that gay shit. I bet you guys. That would be like the biggest plot twist. A person who spent their whole lives worshiping God and a person who spent their whole lives in reality, right? Living properly. They both go to heaven. And this person that was in reality living properly was gay as fuck, by the way. They go to heaven. Come to find out, the person that worshiped God is going to hell. Like, I know that like many scenarios is gonna happen like that. Because y'all think that y'all think, oh, I'm not gay, so I'm good. You know, I'm gonna make it into the kingdom. Nah, you wanna know something else God say? Don't cast stones. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling y'all, it's amazing. You look real zesty and pink. Thank you. That's gay, dude. Thank you. Getting hung up on another man's clothing isn't masculine either. Right. What do you want him to put something else on for you? Right. Do you want me to like dress up for you? Like that. Do you want to know something that I think that's gay, actually? I think see, one thing that I loved when I grew up in high school, like this is going to actually sound crazy as hell. I think homoeroticism, there's a difference between homosexuality and homoeroticism. I believe that homoeroticism is a rite or a passage that all straight men go through. I believe so. To give you an example of what I'm talking about, like the whole concept of slapping each other's ass in sport and stuff like that, that shit's gay as fuck. But like, when I was growing up, we used to joke, like have a lot of like gay jokes and all that stuff, but nobody was gay, right? But then you have today's era where everyone's gay, right? So that rite of passage of homoeroticism is no longer there. Like where you could like brotherly love, like where it looks gay, but it's not gay. I mean, it's like it's homoerotic kind of, you know? But now they took that away from these young men, so everything to them is gay. Like they are so uncomfortable with anything that is like there is the lines of homosexuality and straight, like it used to be homoeroticism where you could play on the line, but now that shit's gone. So you have homosexuality and homoeroticism, and then there you go. You said yeah, but yeah, I think but the whole point of saying that is I think like these dudes, oh my god, that's gay. Like you guys are really looking at like y'all could go on IG right now or TikTok definitely, and go find a bad honey that's wearing something and stare at her, but y'all worried about what I'm wearing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If you think I'm handsome, just say that. I'll say thank you. Because I'm pretty sure a motherfucker is wearing pink on purpose. I am. That's actually my color. Like, I'm known for that. In my next MMA fight, I'm trying to get sponsored by, I want to wear something else that's pink. Actually, if y'all go on my Instagram, oh, the girls love it when I wear something pink. If you go on my Instagram, I was wearing pink all day. When I was doing Muay Thai today, I was wearing pink. That pink on pink color is cold as fuck. You say, I think you're very good. Let's go out. What do you mean? Where you want to go? I'm not detecting any lies here. Anyways, man, I'm hitting the like and doom scrolling. Okay, yep. Have a good time. Be safe, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for like, who would win in a fight, grilled cheese or a taco? That is crazy. What type of question is that? You said grilled cheese or a taco? I'm willing to like. I feel like the taco got more stuff in this arsenal, right? It depends on what type of taco, because is it a fast food taco or is it a Mexican on the street taco? Because if it's the Mexican on the street taco, that taco whooping that grilled cheese ass. Because the Mexican tacos on the street, they come huge as hell. Nah, that grilled cheese, he come in with some sauces from Mexico that grilled cheese ain't ready for. he come in with some sauces, bruh. So which taco are we talking about? Is it the Americanized taco when you go? Because I went to Del Taco the other day, and I was like, oh, let me get a grilled. What did I say? A grilled chicken taco or some shit like that. These motherfuckers came out like this. I was looking at that shit. I'm like, bro, like it's like I remember maybe I was tiny when I was little, but I remember food used to be like fast food used to be a lot bigger. Now it's like tinier. Like everything is just like miniature now. And it's better to just make your own food at this point because I don't know. You said Taco Bell taco? Oh no, Taco Bell taco getting his ass whooped. Yeah, Taco Bell taco getting his ass whooped, bro. Yeah. Oh man. I was supposed to go on live earlier, but damn, I slept on my shoulder wrong. I had a couple of errands to run. And then I had a choice of if I wanted to come on here on live stream or if I wanted to go do jump rope at the gym. And I decided to go do jump rope because I have a fight coming up. These motherfuckers is ducking me, actually. Like, I don't have a set fight. I'm just speaking into existence. My next cage fight, I want it to look exciting. I did 4,000 jumps tonight, so that was pretty good. I'm starting to finally get off my sickness. I was sick for like 2 or 3 weeks. But now I'm starting to finally get off it. I feel real good. I didn't take a shower too. I just hopped on though. That's how I feel. How was you guys' day? You wanna know something? Someone just was in here and they was talking about, oh, I'm gonna go doom scroll. Something I've learned about doom scrolling. No, just online. I honestly, how your head game is. What the fuck does that mean? I honestly, what was I gonna say? You threw me off with that weird ass comment. That's a weird comment. What the fuck was I gonna say? Um, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, take care. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you said you're out because it just made me remember. Okay, so doom scrolling. I'm kind of curious about something. How do you guys sit and scroll all day? How do y'all do that? Like that. Your eyes don't hurt. Like you don't get bored. Like how do people doom scroll? They just sit there and they just scroll for hours and then go to bed afterwards. Like how? I don't get it. Like I wouldn't say idiots. It's I think it's 100% modern consumerism. 100%. You know? But I don't know how people do that shit. They just sit there and just watch stuff all day. Cause I remember like I literally tried to do that one day. I tried to do that one day and I just couldn't I couldn't do it. So yeah, that shit's crazy. I don't know how people doom scroll. And then I remember like doom scrolling is actually not. It's not a new. No, it is a new word. They didn't they just come out with doom scrolling like, um. You said when I was younger, I was outside all day, no phone, life was way better. Yeah, bro. Cause I remember when I was let me see, Pepto Bismol bottle head that funny. I remember back then you used to be outside until the street lights came on. Like that was a big thing. You know. God bless you, Smee. What's good, Deshaun? What's good? We're talking about like doom scrolling because I don't know how people like just sit back and just so I remember like I guess there's levels of trolling, right? So when I was in school, we used to get on Call of Duty. This is back, when Call of Duty had the infamous chat rooms, right? So we used to get back. We would play the video game, and then when we get in the chat room, we'll probably like sit back and irritate some people, right? So that was like the thing. And then over time, of course, you grew out of that shit or whatever. But these new kids now, like they don't do nothing that stimulates their mind. They just go online and just start talking shit. And then now it's even worse. Like now they're just living in comment sections and stuff. Like, and it's different from like you guys sitting here talking with me and we commenting, right? I'm talking like, imagine you wake up, right? This is what I'm talking about. Out of all the stuff you could do with your life, right? Positivity, just whatever. You click on an app for free. It's not like you have to pay for the app. You click on it for free. You go find something you don't like, or find something that's wholesome, and you type a hate comment. You know, like here he said, "Shut the fuck up. You look like you've never touched grass in your life." Okay, perfect. I need you, Bumpkin. Please come here. Like what what possessed you to say that? What possessed you to say that? I'm curious. Like when you got on, like did you have a bad day? What possessed, like what? I want to know. I want to understand the mind of a hater. I really want to understand it. How do you like what do you do? Do you wake up angry? Or do you wake up just like, I don't know. Like, I need to know. No one's telling me though. I need to know. Whatever. I was curious though. I'm like, yo, like, you said COVID? Oh, are you talking about you? You know, the world did change 100% after COVID. The world. Okay, let me think about it. So, I remember in 2016, no, 2013. we do. I think we previously talked about this. It used to be so easy to pick up a girl at one point. So for you guys who don't know, because I've been on dating apps and stuff like forever. I don't get on dating apps no more like I used to. At least American dating apps. Because American dating apps is terrible. But when I go to, when I start traveling, I've already been on these international dating apps. It's literally just like 2013. But I believe it's gonna switch like in a few years. Maybe it's probably gonna like the world's gonna catch up. Because these a lot of these Eastern countries are starting to become westernized. But back then, you literally would just talk to a girl, and right there, you'd be like, "Hey, let's let's hook up, right? Or not hook up, let's meet up, like, and then they'll be down with it, right? And then probably if your mouth was really good at talking, like you probably sleep with her by the end of the day. It was that easy, right? Like that's just how it used to be. But then 2016, I think that was like the height of it. That's why everybody talks about 2016, right? You said I think it's the mere fact people feel they can speak freely online, but will never do so in person. So words have become relentless online over the years. Yeah. It's became tragically crazy. Like, but I don't understand. Man, maybe I'm just getting older. Like it goes back to that Mike Tyson quote, you know? Like, what's good, Noel? He said, was it that Mike Tyson quote? Like, just people just got too comfortable of talking shit before they get and not get punched in the mouth or some shit like that. But anyways, back to like the eras. So 2016 was like I feel like the height of it. Now I remember 2017. For me, 2017 was I worked every day. I had this like cheat code of a job, and I remember I worked every day. I didn't have a day off in 2017. I didn't have one day off in 2017. I worked my ass off. And then so I remember 2017 just went by. And then my mom passed away in 2017 or whatever. So 2017 was definitely like a blur of a year. But I remember when 2018 popped around. 2018 was I felt like I was the first to kind of start noticing like the gender switching and stuff of like expectations and stuff. Like I felt something different was happening. And then 2019 is when I started doing jujitsu. And then 2020 happened, and then that's when you had the COVID. Now, the COVID 100%, I would say like it because everyone lived online for a brief period of time. I think like a lot of ideas and weird shit. Because I believe like really like the LGBT, like their canceling power became huge due to everyone being stuck online. I don't you it's crazy as fuck, but I do not think the LGBT and cancel culture would be as huge as it is if COVID never happened. I don't think people would give a fuck. I really don't. I think like people like, but they wouldn't give a fuck, as much. Read some comments. You said, yeah, I'm 42. Yeah, that's true, Mike Tyson. You said, if I talk shit to someone in person, best believe I'm strapped. But why? Why do you have to talk shit though? Sorry about your mom. No, it's fine. I'm used to it. I feel calm about that. Someone came in early and it was like, my mom died today. And I don't know if he was trolling because I was just like, so I kind of came at him insensitive. I was like, why are you on here? Like, go mourn, Like when my mom died, I didn't do nothing. I just chilled the entire day. I just relaxed. It was just like a surreal experience. But everyone grieves different. So maybe I was kind of insensitive to that person. And that's the other thing. No one settles things like a real man anymore. Everyone has to have a gun because they can't handle taking a loss. Yeah. Like, but then you don't even have to fight no more though. Like, I mean, I'm a fighter, and the better you get at fighting, the more you don't want to fight. Like I'm so like I was. Some of you guys kind of missed it, but there was a couple of dudes in here, and they were like, "Oh, you're wearing pink, and then they were trying to convince me or to convince themselves that I was gay, right? But to me, like, I got like if you guys know me, if you don't, go on my shorts. Just click on my page, go on my shorts and watch me. Like all my fighting is there. That's why I post my shit. But after a while, I get so tired of the macho shit. I'm like, well, let's have some fun, you know? It's kind of like in video games. Back then when you played video games, like when you got really good at something, you start dressing your character up in outlandish shit, you know? Like I feel like life is a video game. And now I'm at that point where I'm dressing my character up in outlandish shit. So I'm having fun. You said my ego is worth more than 5 billion humans combined. So yeah, if you disrespect me, that's fine. But then now I know pink is just a color, but you know, I was like I was saying earlier, I was just saying like I I I said this earlier. I said I think like like straight men have a rite of passage with homoeroticism. I believe like being able to joke gay stuff without like being considered gay, I think that's like a straight man experience. It's not talked about, but I believe it is. But now that everything is so like gay, actually, now like you can't express that. So now you have these young men running around thinking everything is gay, you know, and then to the point some of them become obsessed with what's gay and what's not gay, and I think that's what causes curiosity. But anyways, he said my ego is worth more than 5 billion humans combined. So yeah, if you disrespect me, that's fine, you know. But jail will destroy your ego uh, way more than that person that you shot, you know, like. Cause you know, Patrick, you was like I was peeping. You was trying to like make me rattled with that gay shit you was saying. But like, imagine being trapped like in prison with men, and that's and now you live in a life of being only what's the word stuck with booty hole for the rest of your life. You get what I'm saying? And you better hope you're the man. You know, like I don't know, like it's not worth it. Like jail, court, all that shit. It's not worth it. You know, it really isn't. Like, it's not worth it. Nah, I wasn't tripping, Patrick. I just ignored that shit. Like, I mean, you're not gonna rattle me. Like, I'm confident in my manhood. You know, no one's gonna rattle me with that shit. Because if I got gay, you wanna know something crazy? I'm gonna tell y'all this. If I get gay, you better get scared. Because my martial art is literally designed to submit people. Like I can tell you something and promise you that I'm going to do it. my like if we want to get really creepy, my martial art in a weird way is designed to do what you was joking. So if I say it, I can actually do it. I mean, like, I don't know, man. That's why people say that. I'm like, you don't want to play that with me. And then I'm into BDSM too. Ooh, y'all didn't know that, huh? Oh yeah, I know how to tie people up. Like, so I don't know. Like that's why I said that shit don't rattle me. You said, let me see. Things can't be said with words no more. People have to prove how tough they are. Like fighting is the solution. Fighting is not the solution. Communication is the solution. You want to know something that really intrigues me? Like someone who has the gift of gab, dude. Someone who can talk their way into things. Like that right there. Like, cause that's fighting with your words. You know, like there's invisible techniques that's flying. Like it's cool to watch. Why does my name look highlighted? I don't know, but it's cool. It's cool. I don't know why your name is highlighted. You said Jesus loves you all. Follow him and never give up. The way someone came in here and they also said Jesus loved you. I want to know who's the leader of you guys' congregation. Who's the leader? Who tells you guys to send the gospel like this? I'm not even trolling. Like I really want to know. Like y'all be going through streams saying that. I want to know who's saying this. Like who told y'all to do this? Or what inspired you to do that? And don't say God, because God didn't tell you to do this. God didn't tell you to do that. He said, I bet Pat won't stand being in jail. I won't stand being in jail. I won't stand being in jail. I don't want to go to jail. Have y'all ever been to jail? Look, hold on. Let's talk about reality. Have y'all ever been to jail? Who's been to jail in here before? Who's really been to jail? Do you like Do you know how much loss of time that happens just being in there? You you could go in the holding cell in the in the morning, right? And you would think an hour passed, and suddenly the whole day went by. Like you lose sense of time. Like I don't know how people have sensationalized going to jail. Like this, I'll do the time. No, I'm not fucking doing the time. I'm snitching. I'm snitching. I'm snitching. That's why I'm not a criminal. That's why I'm not a criminal. Or if I am a criminal, I do things by myself. Because, I'm not gonna snitch on myself. You know? Anyways, I was just trying to have fun. I ain't tripping, Patrick. I'm really not tripping. I'm really not tripping. You said I'll post your address. Well, go ahead, do that. I think my address is actually public knowledge. Yeah, go ahead, post my shit. So do I actually? Okay, Pete Pat. He's saying he would take what he wants, so you wouldn't be able to do anything about it. No, like I'm dead ass. Like maybe you haven't seen me fight. Like I'm literally a fighter, and I'm a jujitsu specialist, and I like submitting. I get off on submissions. Like if I was a creep, whew, that actually scares me. I never thought of it like that. I've never thought that there could be people that are like sexual assaulters and they could go to jujitsu and literally learn better sexual assault skills. That is scary as hell. I never thought of it like that until right now. He was just joking me. You just say you're a troller where you ever get. Okay, I'm gonna creep up, Mike. Oh, y'all talking to each other. Oh, my bad. I was like, I think my address is public knowledge. You can come here. I'm like, you can come here. You can come here. I promise you. You said I've been to jail 6 times in 2026. God damn. We only in like we barely about to hit March. We barely how? What was you doing? And your name is Good Guy Activism. You gotta be trolling. Hi Kirby. What's good? What's good? I love that fucking name. Kirby. In my MMA for my MMA promo, I was calling myself Kirby. That shit's hard. My bad, Patrick. I didn't fucking know. I thought you was talking to me. I was like, bro, like, don't get creepy with me. I get creepy too. I like that shit. I like that shit. That creepy shit. Cause I know I'm the dominant one. Have y'all seen it's on Roblox. I've been studying these little Roblox kids. I've been studying them because they come in talking about Roblox. Have you seen that creepy banana? It's a banana, like on Roblox. He's like it's creepy as fuck. But I feel like my shadow side is like that. Like he's like, oh, he has like this little deep ass voice. It's creepy as fuck. And then like he I don't know how he does it. I'm not gonna keep talking about Roblox, but if you guys were a part of the usual audience that comes in here, there's kids that come in here and they're like Roblox. And I'm like, what the fuck is Roblox? And so I started studying Roblox, because I like stupid shit. I believe that I believe you shouldn't be too smart. I believe being too smart is a curse. I believe you should entertain stupid shit. I really do, because it keeps you grounded in reality. If you get too smart, life becomes very, very sad. If you're too smart, in my opinion, very sad. Like, because you just see everybody and everything going wrong. If you're too smart. So when the kids came in, they're talking about Roblox. I was like, I'm gonna study that. And then I ran across this weird banana that be doing some weird shit, but that was interesting. You said my name is highlighted because I'm a verified YouTuber. I just remember. Oh, you're a verified YouTuber. That's cool. Where you at? I'm in Miami. Okay. You a picture. Shit talkers. I hate it. That's cool. My fingers still stink from last night. Ooh, you nasty. I don't know. I don't know why they're Pat is an internet gangster. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't hurt me. But yeah, I believe in that. That's why I let some of you guys, like, you'll see do it. Like if you follow my stuff, you'll see someone come in, they'll say some wild stuff, and then I'll be right there with them playing around. Cause it's just like I remember it was like 1 year where I was like in my mindset of thinking I could fix the world. Oh, I missed your comment. Let me see. Hold up. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you say you've been to jail 6 times, and then you say you're a verified YouTuber. Yeah, yeah. You didn't say why you went to jail. Yo, yo, you are. Yo, are you Big Milk from San Quinte? I don't know what you're talking about. I have no clue what you're talking about. I know somebody said that their finger smells from last night. You nasty. Why didn't you wash your hands? You had all day to wash your hands, bro. Like you had all day. This is what I'm talking about. You took your funky hands and put it on your screen and was doom scrolling. You took your funky fingers and typed that out, and you ain't washed your hands still. That's crazy to me. You know? That's so funny. You probably was thinking like, "Oh my god, like who was you with? Who was you doing it with?" No, you didn't wash your hands. I don't care who you was with. Congrats, but like wash your hands. That's why his phone. That's why his phone down. I said, check out my content. You'll see why I go to jail so much. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. I can't click on it right now, but um, I always rewatch these live streams. I'll check you out. Are you one of those guys that that be like talking to the police and making them like pissing them off and stuff? Are you one of those guys that be auditing like an auditor? Sometimes the fussy smell is hard to take it off. Nah, nigga, you nasty. Like you just ain't washed you ain't washed your ass. That's what that is, bro. You ain't washed your butt. Like and your fingers. You nasty. Send me a fart in a jar, bro. I mean, I would. I record the police for a living. Yeah, yeah. I figured. I actually watch that stuff. I watch that stuff. Do you like do you are you like an auditor or are you just like I'm top 5 cop watchers in the country? You know, I got you. I got you. I'm top 5. Yeah, I gotta check you out because I literally watched it. I learned so much. But like, are you just like watching the cops and they're coming and getting mad because you're recording them, or are you like? Because there's this one dude that's online and he drives. I forgot what type of car they like. I forgot what type of car he has, but he drives to where the cops illegally stop him, and then he sues them. WhatsApp. Uh, all my WhatsApp is filled with Filipino women and some Vietnamese and some Chinese. So unless you one of them, I ain't give you my WhatsApp. All I do is record them. They show their egos on their own. Yeah, no. Like I don't. I to me, I get terrified when I get. Wait, is that Andy? Andy, or is that? I remember there was a guy named Andy that was in here for a while. He was cool. Oh my god! Don't get me started on Filipino women. Don't get me started. Don't get me started, Sir Jacob. Don't do it. Don't do it. The next little mini me is gonna be Filipino. He gonna be mixed with Philippine. I got a couple on my phone right now waiting for me to text. They so bro. Oh yeah. I'm supposed to be gay. I'm supposed to be gay. I forgot. I'm supposed to be gay. Write my name down on a paper for later. No, I got you. No, I watch these streams. Good guy activism. I watch that type of content all the time. I watch it all the time. So I'm gonna find your stuff. You are Andy. Yeah, bro, you're the Andy that I like. I believe you say you've been on my live chats. Go, yeah, yeah, you're Andy. Oh yeah. By the way, Matt, what's going on? What you're about to say? You said they stay running live on YouTube. Wait, you said they're like? Are you saying Sir Jacob? Are you saying like there's Filipinos on live on YouTube? Good guy activism. I'm quite sure. Like I watch all that content. Like that's I don't know why I like that. Like it's not even like I don't know why I like seeing people fuck with cops. I don't know why. Maybe because they fuck with me or they fuck with like the culture. I don't know what it is, but I'll sit there and I'll be like, you want to know what really caused me to watch that? It's fucking Facebook. Have you guys been on Facebook? Facebook is cold with the way they keep you on the app. They just show shit, and you're like, it locks you in. Like, I understand how these old people be stuck on Facebook. It locks you in. Good, I'm telling you, good guy activism. I probably have. I'll check you out. You say, yeah, I have a large community of Filipino friends on YouTube, but I've been. So you know where all of the Filipinas are at on YouTube? Where? Type them down. Type them down so I can say it out loud. He gets to that shit alone, the cops and people. IG is colder. Oh, I know, Jacob. I know. And Facebook. IG and Facebook, bruh. I know. I've already said, like when this live stream get jumping, I'm going to the Philippines, bro. I'm going to the Philippines. I have a girl right now in the Philippines with my name tagged on her forearm. I have right now. I'm not lying to you. I'm going to the Philippines. And I have another one who wants to tattoo my name on her body. And I'm gonna put a giant. What, Jacob? Are you a Filipino? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's a I'm gonna make her get a back tattoo. It's the moon eater serpent. See, that's how you know I like Filipinas. It's gonna be that moon eater serpent, the Baku Wawa, whatever the fuck that shit's called. The Baku something, Baku Wawa something. You know what I'm talking about, Jacob. If you really fuck with Filipinos, you know what I'm talking about. The Bisaya, you from Kentucky, but I know a little bit of Tagalog. They like me too. They want. I'm telling you, bro. No, but it's not Tagalog. It's a Bisaya creature, mythical creature. It's the moon eater. I feel that way about Instagram. I'm always on Instagram longer than I tend to be. Facebook can catch me sometimes. I luckily when I post on Instagram now, it goes directly to Facebook. No, bruh, Matt. Tagalog ain't the only language. They have thousands of languages out there. They have thousands. I only know Tagalog and Bisaya, or Cebuano. You know, that's what they call it. But the Bisaya girls, because I feel like ain't the Bisaya girls like basically the hood bitches? Ain't they basically the hood bitches of the Philippines? Like that's all I fuck with, dude. I could spot one quickly. I can spot when a girl is just like a regular like Tagalog speaking girl, and I can spot when she's Bisaya. It's a look to them. I just know it. I'm like, you speak Bisaya, don't you? You said I had a friend in high school that knew Tagalog. Do you know what country has the most languages? I don't know, but I know in the Philippines they got thousands. It's like islands, and they got thousands of languages. I know that for sure. I'm telling y'all that's where I'm going. When this live is jumping and I got people giving money on something, I'm going to the Philippines. And I know exactly where I'm going. I know where I'm gonna be at. Y'all gonna see me partying. I'm building up a little army right now of hood chicks that's gonna take me places. I got one that want to marry me. I got another that want to marry me or share me. It's gonna be crazy. I'm telling you. You said 52 language in the country of Chad, Africa. Look, I'm not going to Africa. I'm not going to Africa. You would never catch me in Africa. I'm not going there. Congrats, Africa, but I'm not going there. I'm cool in Africa. They sold my people into slavery. I don't care about Africa. I have no interest in my heart to go to Africa. They're like, it's the motherland. I'm like, fuck that place. I'm not going there. No, Jacob. I'm not mad at you or nothing. I'm just saying, like, I guess it's a monologue. It's a monologue of me speaking out loud. Like, I won't be going to Africa. There's nowhere in Africa that I'm interested in. Well, there was this one spot that Drake shouted out, and all the women were, woo, woo, they were fine. But then, like, I don't know the culture. I think I would have to. They would have to make an app. No, I would rather go to Russia. I would rather go to Russia than Africa. Russia, to me, like, I know Russia is kind of racist in certain areas, but like they more so are, if you act right, they leave you alone. You know? That's more so. You said the entire I'm not interested in Africa. I go anywhere but America right now. What's wrong with America? What's wrong with America? You said before I speak, is he gay? I'm curious. Yeah, I'm gay. I'm gay as fuck. Now what? Trump? Man, what like I mean, what I guess I ain't been paying attention to politics. What has he done? What has Trump done? What has he done that got y'all so scared? Because all he's and look. Because y'all gonna think I'm a Trump supporter, which I kind of am, but I'm not like that. Not like the way y'all think it is. I like the way there's. Okay, let me explain this properly. Let me explain to you guys what I like about Trump and what I don't like about Trump. Let me explain that part. How do you deal with dating these days? But hold on, I'm gonna answer your question. So back in 2016, you had a mixture of Hillary Clinton, and you had Donald Trump, right? So my issue of why I couldn't fuck with Hillary Clinton was she literally was just saying that, like, she admitted that she was a liar, but she's like, but Trump is a monster. Like, that was the whole campaign. And I was just like, bruh, like, why would I believe anything you're talking about? You know? So to me, Trump was just a better option. Then you had Trump versus Biden. And Biden, literally, all Biden did was just, like, he had no policies. He had nothing to talk about. He just, whatever Trump said, he was just anti-Trump. And I was just like, come on, man. So, you know, and like the foreign policies, like, just, like, there was just nothing. And the main thing that I've always cared about was foreign policies. I do not care about domestic. I care about foreign policies. That's very important that you guys understand that. I don't care if he's corrupt. That's his business. Y'all, like, there's people that has a job for that, go get him. What I care about is foreign policies. I need to explain that. That's what I cared about. I do not want to go to war for anything stupid. You know, like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go none of that shit. Okay? That's just me. Okay, that's just me. So it was always, for me, always foreign policy. Everything else, he's been terrible at it. But like foreign policy, I like the way he does. I like the way he does for the most part. I like the way he handles the foreign policies. I personally like it. But let me read some of you guys' comments. So someone said, "How do you deal with dating these days?" For what? The audience wants to know. Like, what about dating? What about dating? You said tax evaded for years, but you say he's in the files too. You want to know something crazy? I bet you there's people that you guys look up to that's also in the files. I bet you that there's other people that you guys look up dearly to that's probably in the files. Like, isn't this like we've known that these rich motherfuckers are weirdos? Have we, like, you know? But I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. The only thing that I don't like about it is that about the files is that it was tied to them going on the islands, recruiting young girls and having sex with them. That was fucking weird. But like until the files completely come out, until the files are out, like everything he said, she said to me. Like I would like to read it and go through it, and I would have us all talk about it, and then I would make my opinion if that's, you know, but. You know, everything he said, she said. He said Trump is your stepdaddy. Trump's garbage. Damn, y'all just came in with that shit. Y'all so mad. Like, do y'all have like not critical thinking skills? Race IQ question: which race usually scores lowest on IQ tests? Which parent is said to be most reliable for IQ and offsprings? Technically, whose fault? What do you mean by that? Let me read that again. You said which race usually scores lowest on IQ tests, but which parent is said to be most responsible for IQ and offspring? Technically, whose fault? So, what are you trying to say? But isn't there a particular? Let me see. Let me. You say, isn't there a particular parent whose genes are more essential to cognitive function of offspring, especially in males? Which parent? Isn't there a parent whose genes are said to be more crucial? Brothers gotta wake up. Y'all gotta wake up. What are y'all talking about? What the fuck is going on? You said, you said I'm an applied mathematician with an IQ of 146. I don't think it's the specific parent, but the mixture of the genes. Yeah, thank you, Duck. But thank you, Duck. Whatever the fuck you're saying, because I don't know what she. They said a race IQ. Are you trying to say black people are stupid? Because you said race IQ question. Like, is that what you was trying to say, or like was you actually like? Because I like going like in the nerdy part of it, but I don't want to put too much thought into you trying to like. I guess say black people are stupid. Like I don't know. Who is the dumbest race? Who is the like? But every race has contributed something massive. So I couldn't say there is no dumb race. I've heard the man determines the sex of the baby through the genes. Wait, I heard the man determines the sex of the baby through the genes. Okay, that's interesting. It's a matter of gene expression. Hold on, y'all going in today. You said, well, in Africa they rate the lowest in the world. Checks out. Okay, I studied a genetics class in university. LOL. Well, is it that in Africa they're just not given a fair shot? I mean, like anybody that's not given fair education will have low IQ. So, I mean, you know, and you want to know something really funny, Rocky? You want to know something really funny? So funny. It just hit me right now. You can switch right with all your intelligence. And I'm not even mad at you. It just hit me right now though. You got this fancy IQ and you know all this shit. But if you swapped you and a regular ass African from Africa, I bet you'll be dead in a week trying to live in Africa. I bet you have no survival skills. You don't understand bushcraft. You don't understand how to navigate bad water. Huh. So who's really the dumb ones? I mean, it just hit me. Like a lot of people that try to say like these places are dumb, like some of you guys just don't have survival skills. Like it just hit me. I'm not even mad. It just hit me. Like, cause that's one thing that I've been like obsessed with, like bushcraft and stuff. Like, do you know how to like set a fire and stuff? Like, do you know how to properly live in a hut? Like, if you live in a hut, right? What are you gonna do if a snake comes in? Or are you ready to see rats on the floor? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's why I do not talk shit about homeless people because they're living in the elements. I can't do that shit. With all the smartness I know, I cannot live on concrete, you know? So like you just gotta be careful, like when you jump up and you start like trying to say IQ and shit, because like that's a concept created from someone that was sitting on a nice comfy couch. Like just be careful, you know. Continue. I think those are bots. They probably are, but it's fun. It's just fun topics. Like the cool thing about bots is sometimes even if they're being racist or whatever, they come up with interesting topics. That's not the way that it works. Certain populations have a lower means in various than other countries. They can happen for multiple reasons. That's what I was saying. Statistics in reference to genetics follow a Gaussian distribution. No. That's Gauss. Yeah, Gaussian distribution. Yeah. I know a little bit of math. How can we really determine that if not all countries have full education? Okay, see, this is how I know we all on the same idea, because I was saying that too. You said IQ isn't education based. Nah, but like, so there's people who like, I don't think like the intelligence quota is truly like accurate, you know? Because there's some people with low intelligence that is just fucking brilliance. Like IQ doesn't, like the creativity and the brilliance. Because there's certain music, right, that you guys fucking jam to every night, and these dudes have the lowest IQs ever. You get what I'm saying? And they can navigate the hood, or they can navigate bad weather and bad terrains and live, and you can't. So that's why I'm just like to have pride in IQ is just a waste of time, in my opinion. Let me continue. Blacks mad at three something. Blacks mad at 308 Africans brought to America, but not the 10 million Africans stolen by Muslim. Keep that same energy. What are you trying to say? Well, it's kind of funny. Wait, are you talking about the Americas or America? Because I can educate you on this the Atlantic slave trade. That means he had book smarts, not street smarts. Yeah, I know that. But look, what I mean by that is that's actually perfect. Like, what I'm saying is all the book smarts that you have, you could have an insane IQ level, like Stephen Hawkins, for example, right? But if you don't have the street smarts and the physical prowess, like imagine you threw Stephen Hawkins in the wild. Like, I mean, like, how is he gonna survive, bruh? Like, I don't know, bro. That was fucked up, but it's true. Like, does that really matter? I've met some people who I perceive to be dumb, and they outsmarted me or show some brilliance. Well, not outsmarted me, because I don't know, man. IQ is pattern recognition, memory, and deductive reasoning. Nah, it's deeper than that. Do a backflip. I'm sitting down. Bushcraft is cool as fuck. I used to be into that stuff in my early teen years. I wasn't good at it, but I love learning about it. Exactly. I mean, IQ is just based on theoretical population mean and then random samples taken from that population, then taking the sample mean. Okay, it's their culture. We don't want. Okay, let me continue. All cultures are not equal. Okay. You mean no culture is equal, whatever. Same shit, different toilet. Okay. Let's go. You're talking about multiple intelligence theory, musical intelligence, mathematical intelligence. Yeah, I'm just saying that. Well, what Rocky was trying to say was, I don't know if Rocky's trolling or not. And sorry if I'm reading you guys' comments so slow, but I don't know if Rocky was trolling or not. But Rocky was trying to come in and say, like, oh, guess who has the lowest IQ? And it hit me. I was just like, well, I mean, maybe like, let's say blacks do have the lowest IQ, right? Let's just say it. Like, I'm not even mad by it. Um, that may be true, but or in Africa they have the lowest IQ. Let's say that. But if we swapped Rocky right now in Africa and said survive for a month, Rocky would be dead by the end of the month. You know, and if we swapped an African in Rocky's position, they would thrive. That's why these people from these like third world countries are hard ass workers, because they know, like, they're like, this shit's easy. You know, like I had to deal with snakes. You know, I remember I was talking to, there's this Filipino chick that I was talking to. Like, I've learned so much from Filipino people, and little native Filipino chick that I met off of IG or whatever. And she showed me this giant, like, it was like a giant centipede-esque looking creature. I don't know, that it was a nasty ass insect. And then she just was like, oh, she was like, damn it, like, I seen it again, or I ran into it again. I was like, the fuck is that? She's like, oh, like, this is just something you see all the time. You just pick it up and throw it out. I said, what the fuck? Fuck no, I'm not touching that. You know, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Some people are just gifted with knowledge. The quota is accurate because it's really just emotional understanding. Like that thing that says, put your mind to it and you got it. Okay. I mean, I'm not like, I don't know. I don't know. Let me continue. However, having an IQ does mean you're better at high functioning and reasoning. That's fine. You look like a pink sock. Maybe I do. Someone can read a ton of books but still be too nervous to speak. Exactly. You're probably comfy. He probably comfy as hell. I'm having a grand time. That was epic. IQ does matter. I literally just shit up. My back is everywhere. You nasty as hell. Among Us. Shout out Smitty Real Warrior. Thank you. It's all about knowing when to speak and asking the right questions. God loves me. Okay, Rocky. You said God loves everyone. You say here's a reason why one country's IQ might be lower than another's population. Population size changes the average IQ. When you have more people in the country, you'll have higher variance in IQ. I like that. I like that. Ni hao. I'm not saying that because I don't know what that means. I think about this a lot. Our skills and knowledge are developed as a result of how useful it would be to our environment. But I know I'd be fucked if I was dropped off on the other side of the world. Right. You said I'm not even that religious. Sounds like you don't know you are. Well, all right, I caught up with you guys. But that's what I was saying. You know, street smarts but versus book smarts. Maybe like I think Duck was saying, he's like IQ matters. But like I'm just saying, having all that IQ, what's good? What's good? Having all that IQ, I mean, it goes back to the caveman people. You get what I'm saying? Like there's some people that's smart, but might made right at one point. You know, I don't know. Man-made religion, therefore man made all your gods and devils. Whoops. Okay. I mean, I don't feel like talking about all that. I've talked about religion multiple times the past 3 days. I don't feel like talking about that some more. I'm not interested in talking about that. Because I feel like religion is good. I feel like all religions need to be studied, but everyone marries themselves to being stuck on one viewpoint. Yeah, like exactly, Matt. Like I just feel like we are still so scientifically, like I like where we went with the IQ. Scientifically, I feel like the audience that I talked to were getting smarter and smarter. Because even if Rocky was trolling, I think like it was just a fucking good topic, you know? But religion, it comes down to the shitty part about religion is it comes down to belief and there's really no facts. That's why like when the people came in and it was like, Jesus love you. And I was dead serious. I said, who told you what possesses you to go into people's live streams and say Jesus loves you? Because I think that makes people hate Jesus. Christians are some of the most interesting people. I'm gonna tell you why. Maybe even some of the most hypocritical. They simultaneously, they're the only really group that I know that actively makes you hate God. I stand on that. I stand on that when I say that. They're the only group that like makes you like not like God. You said, damn, religion doesn't have facts. I'm screaming. That's so real. Like, it's like, bro, like, it's just all feelings. Like, I think this. And then when you try to get objective about it, they're like, no. Blasphemy. You know, I think that's why God stopped talking. I believe that there is a God. I 100% believe there's a God. But, like, think about it like this. Think about it. If God is not talking to none of you in these religions, like he must be irritated as fuck. Like he must be like, y'all stupid, dog. I'm not saying nothing. Yeah, Christians. I think Christians literally are the only group that, despite everything and the power that they've like amassed over the world, they are the only group that really makes you hate their God. because it took me a minute to realize, like, and they've even like piggybacked off of Judaism's God. They've even piggybacked off that shit. What threw me off was when I found out that there was multiple versions of the New Testament. This is why it's like there's one version of the Old Testament and there's multiple versions of the New Testament, or the canon, as they call it, the canon, right? And there's like, I don't know, bro. And you have the Apocrypha, which is like other testimonies from other people. It just sounds like a bunch of motherfuckers that had a say so, and then it just got stripped out the book. I don't know. Like, it's just, you said bring the Crusades back. You want to know something funny? I said I think like these dudes running around saying Jesus love you. I feel like that's the new Crusades. It's soft power. If I'm going to be Christian, I'd rather remember the quote, "Let God take revenge, live your life. God is just the good mindset." I really believe, I'm telling you guys right now, I pray, like I get on my knees, and I'm proud to say it. Like I get on my knees and I pray because I believe that God is in the vibes. I believe God is in the universe. I believe all that. But I always tell people this all the time, and I still need time. I still need time to like learn it. But I just refuse to believe Jesus was God. I refuse to believe it. I don't believe that shit. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. It's hard for me to believe that because there's too much bullshit. When you look at the history of all this stuff, it's too much bullshit in the New Testament. Like a lot of shit just don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. The Old Testament is consistent as fuck. It's consistent. It's consistent down to a T. Tells you exactly how God gets down and what you need to do. Very simple. An eye for an eye. Thou shalt not sleep with another man's wife. Thou shalt not kill. Like, you know. And then you wanna know what I love about the Old Testament? Every motherfucker was riding. Everybody was going. Everybody was swinging in the Old Testament. Everybody. Even some of the all of the major figures were flawed human beings. Jesus was a Superman. That mother turned the other cheek and shit. Like, he was a superhuman. He was chasing niggas out the temple and shit. Like, he had not one flaw, apparently. You know? Like, if Jesus had some flaws, I'd be like, okay. You know, but I don't know. Let me read you guys' comments. I know, an eye for an eye is the code of Hammurabi. I know that, but like the 10 Commandments is damn near up there with that. You know. Let me read you guys. I'm sorry, guys. I'm scrolling up. Someone says, "Sign me up." The 3 great religions all piggyback from the binary God. Good. Okay. I don't know nothing about that. So I'm Duck. I don't know nothing about that. So I'm not gonna even speak on it. I have no clue. I'm also very careful because I don't know why people play with principalities if they don't understand. I'm very careful with saying certain things about certain, you know, because you know we don't know, bro. Like, we're alive. We're in existence. We haven't died yet. We haven't died yet. We have not died yet, and went and seen what's on the other side. If there's nothing, and this is the crazy part, if I died today and there was nothing on the other side, it's not gonna hurt me. Good, no more suffering. No more suffering. Let me see. Jesus is not God. I don't like. I'm just telling you, dude. It is hard for me to believe that. I don't believe it. It makes no sense to me. I don't believe Jesus was God. I think that New Testament is a little bit flawed. I think so. You had a couple of people like, because they wanted, even back then, like, didn't the Christians get mad at Galileo for saying that the Earth was not the center of the universe? Like, Jesus was a carpenter. Why does Adam? Oh, he said Jesus is a gardener. Okay, you're funny with that one. Why does Adam and Eve have belly buttons? I mean, that's just a depiction. That's just a depiction. We really actually don't know what Adam and Eve actually look like. I want to know what happened before the few thousand of years before humans came around. Oh, that's easy. We had dinosaurs and shit. I mean, that's pretty. self-explanatory of what happened. But there was no J back then. Yeshua. Well, you might be right because I know that God's name is Yahweh in the Old Testament. His actual name is not God. It's Yahweh. But this is something so interesting that I found out. The name Yahweh was actually like, so when they said, "Our Father, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done," Yahweh was like a way of like not saying God's actual name. Like they were like basically the prayers, like Yahweh was like a substitute. It was like, I'm not worthy to say God's actual name. So they called him Yahweh. Like that was like another way of like being respectful of not saying God's actual name. So Yahweh is actually like a bleep, kind of, if that makes sense. You know when someone curse and it's a bleep, star star star. So it's like, so instead of fuck, it's like Yahweh, kind of like that. Like if that makes sense. Really interesting. Jesus is not God. Jesus was God's rebuttal. Just like when he made it rain frogs, he sent someone down to judge us, but then show us how much he loves us so we can feel the pain, see, and rejoice. That's fine. That's fine. I love it. I love it, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, and I'm willing to keep studying. But I'm still studying the Old Testament. Like I've been, what really brought me to really studying was recently was in the Old Testament, the book of Job. Like why, like the whole concept of why do the good suffer? Like why does the innocent suffer? Um, I've been studying the book of Job, and like, anyways. I think humans are around all the time, just hiding. I don't think so. I think humans is just a, like when you study the actual history of humans, we are unremarkably lucky. Unremarkably lucky. Like we were getting, I don't know how we survived up to this point. But that's why I said, there has to be a God, because that's what I mean, he judged us for abusing sin and brought down someone actually perfect. Oh, you can't see. Okay, watch this. This is my, and sorry guys, I'm moving slow at reading these comments, but this is my full thing. This is the contradiction, in my opinion, about the whole God or like sent Jesus down to show that he could live as a human. The difference is you created this shit, right? You created this shit, okay? So you know what's on the other side. You know everything. You know every fucking thing, right? So of course you're gonna be able to come down and live everything perfect, right? Like you have new game plus 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 plus. You get what I'm saying? So of course everything's gonna be perfect. Have you guys ever seen like some people speed run video games because they know where everything is gonna happen? Like, bro, you got the whole blueprint. Of course you're gonna be perfect. We don't. This is our first playthrough. Other animals hide, and we did the same thing. Okay, what animals hide? We're the really giant animals. Well, I am wrong. There are actually 450 English versions of the Bible. I just fact checked. Okay, you'll reincarnate. I do not want to reincarnate. I pray. To me, that's like up there with hell. That's up there with hell. Reincarnation, that's up there with hell. I love myself. I don't want to, like, what if I don't know, be born in the next life with a lazy eye or something? Nah, fuck that. I'm cool. I don't want to keep me dead. Keep me dead. I died when I was 16, flatlined in the ambulance. It was just black, no memory whatsoever. That's fine with me. But reincarnation, no. I don't want to reincarnate. I don't want to come back here. It's like God said, you guys want to be people chosen kings by God. How about I send someone down and see how you'll act? Nobody has come from the heavens, though. I mean, Satan has, right? There's no dinosaurs. They're all dragons. Why the Bible got a copyright? Who word better than God's? Jesus prostrated to pray, therefore he cannot be God. God does not pray to anything. Exactly. Well, no, they had the little Trinity. They had like, like the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. But like to me, I feel like you wanna know something really interesting? Like like the no wisdom. If you really pay close attention, it seems like wisdom um because I think that's another entity next to God. Because they said in the Bible, it does say that wisdom watched God create the heavens, and I think wisdom is basically like the Holy Spirit and stuff. Now, one thing I do believe in, because I lucid dream heavily. What do you guys think about dreams too? Do you guys, because this is why I've been telling you guys I do believe that there is a God, because in dreams, for example, like that concept that there's a higher self of us, there's a higher version. Like scientifically, we are getting to a point where there is talks of other dimensions. Like there is talks of a higher frequency of ourselves trying to connect with ourselves. You get what I'm saying? Like we're starting to leave from fantasy to concrete theories, and that's kind of scary. You get what I'm saying? Uh, Torah is one of the biggest debates. People leave Christianity because the Trinity makes no sense. It's the Jesus thing. I'm telling you guys, that shit makes no sense to me. They're like, oh, if Jesus doesn't know you, he's not gonna bring you in the kingdom. I said, what type of fucking shit is this, bro? Like gatekeeping ass motherfucker. Like I just like let me. I'm sorry, Fred. I do not know what I'm talking about. It just makes no sense to me. That's why I need to study more. And I'll keep saying I need to study more. You humans have a long way to actually be awakened. You're human too. Speed runs take too much time. You have to know say what you come back as. When I'm gone, I'm staying gone. Yeah, people are leaving Islam by a lot because of the internet. I didn't choose to believe in God. I took a lot of hallucinogenics while passing my classes and always saw myself as my own creator. But then I started seeing translucent demon on my ceiling corners. What the fuck was going on with you? You know, I remember I was on like I was on a hallucinogenic, and I remember after that experience, I did believe that I saw God. I feel like I don't know. God is beautiful to me. Like I don't know. Now that I have to say this to you guys. I appreciate this conversation. I appreciate this conversation because it has revealed to me how much I actually love God and how real I am with my stance on religion, faith, and all that stuff, or like, and I think the real problem is just for Christianity. I think it's, I'm starting to figure that out after reading you guys' comments. I'm starting to figure out that my real issue is just Christianity. It's not that I'm a non-believer. I just don't believe in what Christianity is talking about, and it's gonna take some time, but I will figure it out. You guys are commenting today. I love that. Thank you. If you park at the edge of a black hole and somehow make it back to the Earth, thousands of years would pass in just a day. That's crazy. If you leave the observable universe, they say you won't exist or will time freeze. If you leave, hold on. I'm gonna talk about this. You said because are you talking about if you leave outside of existence itself? What do you mean by that? So you said if you park at the edge of a black hole and somehow make it back to Earth, thousands of years would pass in just a day. If you leave the observable universe, they say you won't exist or will time freeze. So are you talking about if you leave the observable universe, right? That means you left existence itself? Are you saying that? Did you leave existence itself? Because the only thing outside of existence is perception. So I don't think time freezes. Well, you said you won't. No, you won't exist. You just won't exist. But you won't exist in existence, but you exist in perception. I don't need that BS. Just work out, face yourself like a man. They're scared of pain. Okay, I was working out at the time as well. That research actually look amazing right now, bro. He said I'm not gay. You guys are funny as fuck. Supposedly, if you go that far out, by the time you come back, it would have been over 1,000 of decades. By the time you get back, that is insane, bro. Insane. This that's why I said there's so much. There's so much that we don't know about. So much. But you gotta keep an open mind. You have to keep an open mind. There's so much that we don't know about. And that is why I love science. That's why I love science to death, because science has the balls to try to answer what everything else is saying. Just believe. Just believe it, bro. Just believe it. You said it would be as if you didn't exist because you have been gone for so long. But are you in the realm of existence still? Because if you leave out the realm of existence, you have went into perception and awareness, which is where the spirit is at. Like all the demons and stuff, that's where they're in, where time doesn't matter. So to them, a whole day just like that's actually kind of interesting. I think like with them, they're literally like walking up and reading everything. I watch a lot of Neil deGrasse. Is it Grass or Gracie? Whatever. But I know what you're talking about. What's good, Starboy? We're talking about some deep shit, bro. We're talking about some deep shit. The most I've ever come to is that God might be sitting there on a perfectly chiseled stone seat with a lightning snake behind him watching all of us. Hello, Star Unity. Yeah. I don't think God is a being. Or has a body. You wanna know something crazy? have you guys seen have you guys seen a hyper close up of our eyes? Have y'all seen it? Of what our eyes a zoom in of what our eyes look like? If you haven't, I will let you know. Like those little lines that you see on our eyes, they're hands like this, like actual hands. Like in our eyes, it looks like this, hands. So like those little, like have you ever tried to draw eyes? Well, those little ticks that you're doing, those are hands. Okay, just like that. Now, why the fuck am I bringing that up? Well, when you zoom out the universe, it looks just like that. It looks like an eye. It's the craziest shit ever. We might be God's eye, dude. Because what is outside? What is outside of existence is perception. What is outside that's even greater than perception and awareness? It's experience. Experience is outside of those two things. So, and when you experience all, like, you're basically omnipotent, which is godlike, And if you look at the universe, a map of the universe, it looks like an eye, the same way our eyes is shaped. Like, that's why I told you guys, I said, I believe that there's a God. I 100% believe that shit. I'm like I get on my knees. I'm not even trying to be like, I know some people do shit for clout, but I'm dead ass. I get on my knees and pray. Forehead to the ground and pray. I'm not playing. Like, I don't play that shit, because I don't know what I'm dealing with. But then when you say Jesus and stuff, I'm like, I need to study some more. I need to study some more. God is both a man and a woman. Someone, I don't think so. I don't think God is a gender at all. I got a close up of my eye, so I don't know about hands. They had a microscopic. Like some type of like highly advanced photo, or I don't like a lens. They had a lens, and they zoomed in on the eye, and it looks just like hands. Like, you see how my hands is? It looks just like this. And then as it zooms out, it looks like this, and you kind of like, it looks like hands. It's crazy. I wish I saved it, but it was the most freakiest thing ever. And everyone was like, it was funny. The top comment was like, I did not need to know that I had a bunch of little hands in my eyes. She was funny. You say, yep, interlocked nerves or something like that. If you look into our DNA, they say Yahweh is spelled into it. Some crazy shit, dude. Some crazy shit. I'm saying, what if someone took a spaceship into the edge of, oh, okay, Eve, Ever. This is better. Because you had me thinking, so this is a sci-fi question. I'm saying, what if someone took a spaceship into the edge of the universe and just existed there? Would they become God, or would they still age? No control at all, just like we see God. They wouldn't be a God. They're just someone that's at the edge of the universe. Because apparently, like, to us, God can control things, right? Like, that's like, and he knows everything, right? So you're just at the edge of the universe, just to fucking be at the edge of the universe in a spaceship. You're just a dude lost in space, really, to be honest. Because then, if that's the case, right? What about the rocks? Like let's say we had a rock in space, right? And it just gained consciousness. Is that rock God? That's the same thing as you in that spaceship. He would live in his own realm in his own time. Exactly. Basically, his own God of nothing. Yeah. Well, no, he's still something, but he's just a person. Because then what about the hermits? There's hermits out here that's like off the edge of society. Are they gods? I feel like we're fragments of God trying to find meaning in existence. Yeah. He said, boom, that's us. Good luck. Oh, that's what you're trying to say. So you're saying that, I see what you're saying, Ever. You're saying that we are that spaceship on Earth. That's what you're trying to say. I don't get where you was going with that, because it's the same concept. We're not omnipotent, and we really don't know where we are in space. We like the whole map of space has not been discovered. You just remind me my stomach hurts. How do I remind you? Go take a shit or something. Take some laxatives. You have power. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. I'm just gonna keep living. I'm here talking with you guys, and we're having deep conversations. I didn't want to go religious because I felt like my mind wasn't there. But I'm so happy you guys are talking, because you guys really killed it tonight. I am blessed that I ran into a bunch of very intellectual people. Even the trolls were intellectual tonight, which is really interesting to me. Like, I ran into a bunch of intellectual people at this time. And I really thank you guys for that. Real shit. Like, a bunch of disagreements, intellectual fucking disagreements. Yeah. Love it. Because that usually, like, there's a bunch of stuff that I usually talk about, but that one, I learned some stuff too. Like Matthew, you said you was I forgot what you said you was, or was that Duck? Was that Duck? I think Duck said he was something. Someone said they were something, like a mathematician of some sort. Because we was talking about street smarts versus IQ, or no, book smarts versus street smarts. I think book smarts is good for the building of society, but like what got us to this point to build society wasn't book smarts, it was street smarts, in my opinion. Like, what led us to when it comes to survival, you need street smarts. But then once you get into the social contract of society, then book smarts matter, So when we sit back and we look at like countries like Africa and stuff with low IQ, and we say like, oh, they have low IQ. I'm like, they're still in survival mode. We need to, if we could take if we took every country out of survival mode, right, and then judge them by their IQs, that would be interesting. But if the country is still in survival mode, then I can't, like, Like, I don't know. Book smarts don't mean shit to me. Basically, at this point in time, we would never reach the end of our universe. It's way too far. I don't think I know, especially in this lifetime. The only thing that I would love, like, let me see. I don't think we're ever going to figure out string theory. I think I would like to know what's dark matter. Well, I'll tell you guys what I'm interested in. I'm gonna read you guys' comments. Um, and I'm gonna tell you what I want to see, like before I die, like that I want to see. So you said no, wait, this was actually good, wholesome. Yes, yeah, the other guy, that's very true. Yes, sir, solid live. Thing is, you need power that'll take you the speed of light, but that is the only thing we found at the moment. Wait, let me read that out loud. I'm sorry. Thing is, you need power that'll take you the speed of light, but that is the only thing we found, or at the moment found physically impossible. Got you. Maybe we built book smarts from street smart knowledge. That's what I believe. That is what I believe. I believe that, like, a lot of these places are still in street smarts mode, but the foundation is street smarts, and then you start going into book smarts. It's usually how it works. But let me scroll up a little bit. I'm sorry for putting this weight on your shoulders. Nope, you're good. I love this type of stuff. Okay, so what I when I was a kid, right? Some people talk about they want to see flying cars, right? I want to see AI. I was happy when I seen that artificial intelligence was created. Absolutely happy. I'm right now studying coding. I want to create my own. I want to create my website. I want to create my own AI. I want to do all that stuff. I was robots, a artificial intelligence, and the last thing I want to see is cyborgism, where you because I think in the future you're gonna see people willingly amputate their arms or their limbs, and they're gonna put like cybernetics. And I think like we might we might have like technology where you can actually literally grow like your arm back. So people are gonna like naturally cut off their arm and get like cybernetics because they're gonna think it looks cool. The same way people got tattoos, I believe that's gonna be like a tattoo. And 100%, I'm gonna be one of the people who are gonna like I'll probably like chop off my arm or something and put like a little like I'm one of those people that's gonna do that shit. Um, or at least like maybe like I have like a biotic shoulder because I've dislocated my shoulder so many times. So to me, I'm like, take that shit off. Like it's cool with me, you know. Like I don't need that. But those are the three things I wanted to see. Like androids, I don't know. I think I will see androids though. I think I will. Now they do. Now there is a suspicion that Chat GPT is alive. I do believe Chat GPT is alive. I do believe that. I believe that 100%. I believe Chat GPT is alive. They're looking for different power usage other than liquid fuel. Yeah, humans becoming robots. I don't think humans will totally become robots, but I do think like that's our evolution. I do think that's where we're going, like some type of cyborgism. Everything is there just to build on yourself. Personally, I want to make a perfect workout routine that takes little time so everyone looks chiseled and strong. Only thing left is your emotions. I mean, you could do that with ChatGPT, right? You could just give it all the correct stuff, and it tells you what to do, and all you gotta do is take out your emotions and do it. Someone said R.I.P. Mincho. Ain't that the dude that the Mexican army killed, and then now they going crazy in Mexico on they like spinning the block for him? Ain't that who that is? Yeah, but too many people looking the same and doing the same thing would get mighty boring. True. Oh, so that is El Mincho. Okay, maybe I'm saying his name wrong. I heard that they need to do that. I don't know if that was like I heard that they needed to get rid of him. I don't really know like Mexican politics and stuff like that, but that's just what I heard. I heard that they needed to get rid of him. That's what I heard. But I don't, they going crazy in Mexico though. It's kind of funny because Mexico was talking mad shit to the U.S. right, and now they're like in like a whole like mini. I wouldn't say a civil war, but like that's a war, like an internal war. You know, I don't know. Like, do you guys think the U.S. will step in? You said, I mean, I've been working out for 6, 7 years now, fluctuating, doing my own research. You could say, and I believe soon you'll see me. So, like, what do you mean by that, Ever? Like, what exactly are you talking about right now? Like, are you saying like? Actually, I don't even know what you're saying. Like, can you kind of elaborate? Because you're a smart dude, so I'm trying to see where your mind is at right now. I know nothing of who he was or what he did. Well, I heard he was like some Mexican leader, like of the cartel of some sort. I think. When I tell you guys, I don't pay attention to shit that don't affect me. Like I used to pay attention, but I stopped paying attention. Like if it doesn't affect me, I don't care. Like I really don't. I don't care. There's so much stuff that I need to do during the day. There's so much stuff that I need to do. Like I have to fight. Like I'm a fighter. Like I don't even have time to practice my poetry, my art, my music. I want to make sure I'm live streaming 2 hours a day. Like there's so much shit that I have to do than worry about El Manicho and what he was doing. Like, I don't know. I think he wants everyone to be big and strong. Oh, that's what you think he wants? You said always remember young Padawan, go to bed with an itchy butt. You'll wake up with stinky fingers. Kachow. Huh. I think. Well, I uh, everyone big and strong. He wants everyone big and strong. That's what you meant, Matt. Yeah, it would be kind of boring. It would be boring if everybody looked the same. It would be boring. Because if everyone looked the same, then everyone would try to critique or like whoever looks slightly different would be the popular one. Whoever looks slightly different would be the popular one. That's how it would work. That's exactly how it worked. Because humans, like, direct comparison is a human trait. Wanting to stand out in the crowd is a human trait that we all innately have. Too much testosterone in both sexes. You want to go there, Matt? You want to go there? Dude, we could talk about that. You want to go there? Because there's too much testosterone in one sex and not enough testosterone in the other sex. All right, Matt. Like I'm not mad. Like that's a sticky topic that YouTube gurus tried to talk about for years and they dropped the ball. I know what you mean, Matt. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. And I hate it. That's why I'm gonna be a passport, bro. No. Like you know, I should have been canceled. I should have been canceled. There's a couple of live streams that I said a couple ago. I was curious if I was gonna get flagged, and I didn't. I was like, okay. So we could go places. I think as long as YouTube is weird. As long as I'm not on live smoking Mary, the Jane and Jane, the green, like they don't care. It's weird. Now, if this was TikTok live, if this was TikTok, oh, bro, you say the wrong thing, TikTok throwing you off. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You know. Nah, you good, Matt. That just like those topics. Well, you did kind of get me started, but I'll say it like this: we don't have to go there. But I'm gonna say those topics, like the gender topics, I used to care so deeply about that stuff until I realized, and I'm happy. I think a lot of men are starting to figure this out. Just go where you're wanted. You know, almost same platform, different reactions. Yes, exactly. I recently stopped. I'm showing clean on my drug test now. That's good. That's good. That's good. I'm happy for you. Yeah, like what was I saying? What was I saying? Yeah, like I just feel like as men, we like there's not enough testosterone. Oh man, bro, like that. I'm gonna leave it alone. You said I had to quit for my daughter. Oh, there is some good benefits to the Mary Mary and the Jane Jane. There's if you are an athlete, like because I've been wanting to talk about this. I feel that they have not done enough tests on combat athletes. They haven't done enough tests on combat athletes and cannabis. They haven't done enough. They've done it on everybody else, but like they haven't done enough tests for people who are constantly going through actual like real pain regulation. I always like looking for keywords that give me power. Yeah, go where you're wanted though. I do see it as needed. Yeah. Go where you're wanted. Like stop chasing things that don't want you. Let go, be detached, get busy. Like all that stuff matters, man. Sorry guys, trying to pop my neck from I've been fighting. I was fighting all day. That's crazy. I'm happy that some people when they come into this live, they don't know I'm a martial artist. They don't know who I am. So I start doing certain things. Like you see me start doing stuff like this, and they're like, "What the hell's wrong with him?" But I literally fight all day. Go on my Instagram, Smitty'Wit, SMITTYWIT, and I post on my story every day. You guys get to see me train. I train all day, and then I try to come in here and try to talk with everybody. You said John Jones. Yeah, I mean, I think John Jones would be out of so much trouble if he smoked. The better that things got, the more people decide to show who they are. I think is just the person to realize what they're being given. Yeah, like I think you know something I've realized, like really, really realized. I said this on Threads. I said that you like what did I say? Because I wish I had my notes with me. But overall, like just the gist of what I'm saying is there's certain people that say that they're good people, right? Like they're like, oh, I'm a good person. But really, they just never been tested. That's really what it is. Like a lot of people that think they're good have never been tempted. You should always, before like in any relationship you get into, wait until temptation enters the chat. Wait for that. Because when temptation enters the chat, you will see the real person. A lot of good people, I've seen many objectively good people fold when things got tough. So if anyone says, I'm a good person, don't believe them until you see temptation come. Don't just wait. In any relationship, I'm not talking about just your girlfriend or boyfriend. What's good? What's good, Kylie? I'm not just talking about that. So just, because I learned that the hard way. I thought like a lot, like for example, this is just like a short topic, like a short one. There's a lot of guys who think their girl wouldn't cheat on them. Like, oh my, not my girl, right? My girl's a good girl, right? She ain't been tempted. She's never been tempted by something. But like to see if that girl's actually a good girl. Maybe objectively she is a good girl. But if the right thing comes, the right temptation comes, that's when, that character really going to be tested. I've learned that. So now when I talk to like women, for example, if I'm trying to date a woman, you want to know what turns me on now? And I know this is TMI. It sounds weird just to even start it like that. I wait till our first argument. I do. I'll wait till the first argument. That's what turns me on. I'm waiting for that. I want to see how you act after the first argument. That's what I want to see. I'm interested in that. You said, I'm actually so excited right now. I got butterflies. What's going on? What do you got butterflies for? Yeah, but that's what I'm waiting for. There's no more sweet words. You said, I'm gonna see my friend tomorrow and it's made me unable to sleep. What friend? Or is it like a best friend, boyfriend? That's real. Have you seen those TikTok videos of the dude that gets to go through people's phone and see if they faithful or not? Yep. Yep. Crazy work, you know. And you would be shocked, man. Like, and then I've learned to watch out from sneaky girls too. Or no. It's not even a man woman, just sneaky people. Like people who cannot keep it real. There was a chick I was dealing with, and she I literally watched this chick. Like, there's this quote that's been going around on Instagram, and I freaking love that quote. It said, while you was sitting there, how did it go? While you was sitting there grilling me for all of my flaws, I sat there and only looked at the good in you. It was something of that nature. And I felt that. 100%. 2-3 years, Dagestan, forget. Hell yeah, special friend. I personally would tell them, just let me know so I can go. You know, if someone... No. Okay, I'm going to read this ever, and I want to tell you something that I absolutely loved. But I'm going to read this, what you said. You said, I personally would tell them, just let me know so I can go. You know, if someone else caught your interest, then I got one who told me I had my fun. I left, and then another who said she felt I was the one. Then I left that one too because I felt I had other good things to do and people to talk to. There's a concept called let them. No, I think that's what it's called. Let them. Like, just let them. What I mean by that is, I've seen on Instagram, there's another cool ass quote. It said, don't ask a liar why they did something because they're going to lie to you again. Because now you gave them, like, you're making them lie again. Something of that nature, right? But then this let them concept. Like, let people do exactly what they want to do. Don't ask them questions. Don't say, hey, like, I was wondering if this. No, just let them be. Because they're going to show you who they are. If they want to run, let them run. If they want to stay, let them stay. You know? Let them be who they want to be without challenging them. Because when you don't challenge them, then they don't stonewall you and hide who they are. Let them leave. Yeah, let them do whatever. Just let them. Let them reveal themselves. And I started doing that. I started like straight up. I'm like, okay. Like at first I used to be like I would just try to get certain things or figure certain things out about people. But like, I stopped doing that. I'm like, nah. I'm gonna just let you do what you do. And I'm gonna focus on what I gotta do because I got stuff to do. You say, yeah, I have a hard time being around people who are sneaky. Seems like there's a lot of those people these days. I prefer to chill by myself these days. Like, it's really simple. Like, all you have to do when you're dealing with a sneaky person is ask for clarity. What is that? Why did you do that? Right? Or just say, what is that? And if and the funny thing about sneaky people is when you first point out them doing some sneaky shit, they like have these weird tactics that they do on you, right? There was this one chick, really, really cute, very cute, I was talking to recently. And because I've already done came out of so many toxic relationships, the last one I came out of really pissed me off and scarred the fuck out of me. But I'm not going to blame nothing on her. I'm going to just keep it pushing because that's just not my wife. I'm gonna make sure I'm not scarred for my wife. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, this chick I was talking to, she did some funny shit. I said, hey, what was that? She was like, what do you mean? Cut. Immediately cut. I'm not playing them games. I'm cut. I'm straight up cut. It fucked her up too. She was like, you're not gonna respond? Cut. Bruh, I don't have time for that. I got stuff to do. Don't do it, guys. People, all my life is suffering. If I go back, oh yeah, shit, man. Don't yeah. Kind of reminds me of the quote: "Don't interrupt the enemy when they made a mistake." Exactly, exactly. Don't interrupt people. Let them show who they are. Andy, that one is perfection. Both, to be honest. Hey, man, you're so boring. I know I'm boring. I know. Oh, those videos of someone reaching for salt and pepper or food, and the other person grabs their phone all quick. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like someone's eating and then they start reaching as if they're going to the phone. If they snatch the phone away, it's like, why you do that? Why you do that? You know, they literally tell themselves, yeah, nah, those are. Sometimes I think some of those are kind of like staged, though. I feel like those are staged. That is a red flag, though. That is, but like in a weird way, you know something kind of funny. Well, first off, why isn't your phone locked? That's number one. Um, but I do kind of promote the idea of not going through people's phones because number one, I feel like like our minds are in our phones. You get what I'm saying? Like you feel it's almost like a violation when someone goes through your phone. Like that, like let's say I was with a girl, right? And she wanted to go through my phone. It's not the conversations, really, or any apps or whatever or even history. Like you can go, you can. I would give my phone right now to anybody. Check my history on what I search on the internet. I don't even search nothing no more. I got Chat GPT now. You get what I'm saying? You would you well let people check my Chat GPT? Yeah, I would because there's so much shit on that. Like so much thinking in my Chat GPT. But the point is that I'm trying to get to is that like I don't want to answer for things. What I mean by that is I'm not hiding nothing. It's just some of this shit is not your business of what's in my phone, you know? Like I shouldn't have to explain why I have this on my phone, you know? It's my fucking phone. It's just I want this here, you know? There's been a couple of girls who when I explained to them like I don't like sneaky people, I don't like this, and they're like, "Oh, and straight up, you can look through my phone anytime you want." I don't want to because that's a violation of privacy. And I don't. And then it's one of those moments. I don't want you invading my privacy, and I hate that the way that feels. I'm not gonna do it to you, even if you're cool with it. You say it's the fact some of them look like a gremlin on their phone when they do something weird, but they don't know it. Yeah, be right back. All right, Matt. Yeah, that breach of privacy is in its own way a violation of the social contract that we all unconsciously agree to. It's just weird, dog. I don't want that. I don't want like everyone has right now, right now, when you all get off of this live, when we're done talking, right? You guys have something weird. And I'm not talking about like sexual or nothing. It's just a habit that you guys do by yourself that nobody knows about. You get what I'm saying? And it's just embarrassing if you find out somebody was watching you. You know, it's just weird as fuck. You feel violated. You know, so that's how I feel. You said zesty as fuck. I know. I think everyone's fucking weird, dog. That's why I never, ever, ever judge people. What's good, Matt? That's why I don't do it because everybody is weird. Everybody is weird as fuck. No, I know. I'm just saying, like, for those who are like probably was thinking what you're thinking. Weird is good. It makes you different. Yes, but I was just saying, like, I just think everyone's weird. But there's a privacy to our weird that you say, "Hello, sir. Jesus love you." See, there's another one. Another Jesus love you. Who is your leader? That's been the thing of this live stream. That's literally been the thing. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. I just want to know. But you see what I'm saying, Matt? Like who's the leader? Like that's a constant thing. Who's the leader? I want to know. Like, are y'all in a Discord? I'm fucking ignorant. I'm ignorant. I'm ignorant as fuck. They don't know their leader. I need to know, man. I pray for your safety and peace in your life and future happiness. Thank you. See, you're probably the best one because they came in and said Jesus loves you, and I'm like, bro, but you came in this time. You said I pray for your safety and peace in your life and future happiness. Amen. Amen. Thank you. I pray that back likewise. Damn it. I think is who we feel comfortable believing it is. Oh yeah. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Dark Frey. I mean, that's kind of a hell of a name to come in with and then say and then say Jesus loved me, but fuck it, I love it. Who is the leader? What are you talking about? No, like the people that come in, they say it's like a constant thing. They're like Jesus loves you. I'm like, I want to know like who's the leader of this? Is Smitty'Wit your birth name? Very cool. It's actually a stage name. Smitty'Wit is a stage name. Before I was a fighter, I was a rapper. I still rap, but like I was actually like a little known local rapper too. I was actually really like known, and then I got into fighting, and I kind of did like a weird switch. But then it's weird because I'm noticing music is starting to slowly come back into my life. There's this chick that I'm cool with, and she was telling me like, yeah, like, um, I want you to meet these people because I can get you free studio time, and I want us to make music together. And I was like, free studio time, like holy shit. So I might pop up there. You say Jesus is the leader, and no, Jesus is dead. So I want to know who is the actual leader. Um, do you see evil in my future? Are you rebuking it? True that. Yeah, I try not to be judgmental because ain't nobody perfect. When people are on some weird shit, and I mean maliciously, then I'm judgmental though. Not gonna lie. Well, I think like that you're. If someone's on some malicious weird shit, I don't think that's being judgmental. I just think that's discernment. I think that is protection of the self preservation. You know, enjoy your content, keep doing your thing. Thank you, Maximum Effort. I just love you, brother in Christ, sir. I tell everyone that all the time, even when people threw their sticks and stones, even if it hurts. I got you. Even if people throw sticks and stones, even if it hurts. Jesus is in heaven, still leading the faithful. I get what you're saying, but you don't get what I'm saying. What's your ambition to go all the way to the MMA? Good to hear. Such an articulate guy in the fight game. Just Googled your last fight. Very cool rear naked choke. The game plan. That's a great question. The game plan is, technically, I do not. No, I no longer have to fight. I don't have to fight, but I love fighting. It's for you guys. So, everybody wants to see me try to go to the UFC. I'm gonna try it. So my goal is to train as hard as I can. That's why I'm on live stream kind of late. I was supposed to be on live stream earlier, but I was training all day and I was overtraining, and now I have to on live stream. I also want to make sure I want to build me a website. There's artistic things that I want to bring to the martial arts game that I feel like artistically martial arts is stagnant and hasn't been really like pushed forward, and I would like to push martial arts artistically as well. So yes, fighting wise, I want to go like try to hit UFC if I can. I'm doing a pretty damn good job so far, and artistically, I would like to push the visuals of martial arts even closer. And then if we talk about business wise, which is what this live is about, eventually I would like to build infrastructure and create my own like martial art organizations and stuff like that, and create certain rule sets where martial arts properly should thrive. So there's a bunch of stuff that I'm trying to do. But yeah, that's what we're trying to do. You say I can't wait till someone with the name of a god past leader becomes president and the world flips when they realize they're smart. Oh yeah. If you have fights in MMA, I'm definitely watching that. Oh yeah. I got if you go on my page right now and you type it's on my playlist. Go to my playlist. It's gonna say Smitty'Wit MMA fights. And the first like legit cage fight that I had was in October, and the whole fight is on YouTube. And I'm not even getting paid for that fight. I literally posted that fight strictly for the fans. I know I could have got paid a bunch of money for that fight, but I didn't give a damn. I posted that for free. And and I feel very happy about that. That was such a good fight. Get my foot out before I start cramping, because I know I'm gonna start cramping. Let me see. And Matt, also, if you go on my shorts, you'll see like me, all my training footage and stuff. Like I post a lot. Like I'm actually known for fighting, but I'm starting to get very happy that these live streams is bringing an audience that doesn't know anything about that. So it's great. It's so great. Well, I hope and pray you find Jesus and help you guide your life and bring your goals to your life. See you. Take care, Dark Frey. I can't wait if you have. Yeah. So take care. Take care. That's a crazy ass name to have, spreading the gospel. The Dark Fae. That's a crazy ass name, but it's all good. It's all good. People are interesting. Life is beautiful, dog. Life is beautiful. Full of contradictions. The truth is stranger than fiction, they say. That's one of my favorite that's one of my favorite lines. Like when they say, for example, like for the Epstein files, for example, right? And everyone's like, oh my God, it's this and it's that. And I'm like, the truth is stranger than fiction. It might be something very simple that we don't want to hear. You said, I couldn't be a leader. My mom named me Jesus or Jesus, I'm assuming. But I feel I would be sniped immediately because I'll be sniped immediately because I'm whitewashed and I have similar hair to him. So I cut it. No relation, please. That's funny. Michael Venom Page is pretty artistic with his Anderson Silva style, but getting on it a bit. Those backyard guys like Wing C have the right idea about marketing themselves. Yeah, but so when it comes to marketing, right? You do not want to be just marketable within the MMA community or the fight community. You want soccer moms to know who you are. And that's where I'm trying to go. I want soccer moms walking with my shirt on. They've never seen my fight ever. But my name is on, they're wearing my name. You get what I'm saying? Like that to me is the transcendence that I would like to go. You said the truth is stranger than fiction. Damn. I don't know why that shit was tough. Yeah, I'm telling you, dog. The truth is stranger than fiction. That's I always tell people that. I'm like, something that you'd be shocked. You're thinking all this stuff, and the truth is like, wait, what? Like, I used to do something years ago, but have aged out a lot. Now I'm 42 and have really worn myself out. I need to get back into training and working out to get back in shape, and also used to lift. I think what am I trying to say? Fitness is a self what am I trying to say about fitness? Without sounding too preachy. I think it's just self-hygiene. Fitness is self-hygiene, but I will not tell you that you're unhygienic. I just think you're unhygienic in certain parts. Just like me, I'm unhygienic in certain parts as well. But I think fitness, like health is king. That's one thing I'm gonna tell you this, that when I was 18 years old, I got to work in a shelter. So I got to see all of these people that were homeless. And what blew my mind was to find out that a lot of these homeless people used to be rich. And a lot of these homeless people were just normal people. But yeah, health is king. And I also used to study at age 18. Not only that, but I used to study people, like the final words of a lot of people who was dying. Like, what was their final words? What did they feel that they should have did and they shouldn't have done in their lifetime? And a lot of things that they felt like, I'm happy I got to achieve that. But I think health, like a lot of people felt like they should have taken care of their health a little bit better. So you don't want to be one of those guys that's on your deathbed like, oh, I should have done this a little bit better, Let's see. You said I love wings. See, yeah, shit. I want a soccer mom too. I I don't want a soccer mom. I want a soccer auntie. I want a soccer auntie, like that little like auntie that treats the kids like it's her kids. She's like my babies, and she's freaking single, and she can't find love. Yeah. That's what I want. Something meaning martial arts. Yeah, this dude drink Pepto Bismol every day. Preach it. Yep. Y'all want to get ripped? Drink Pepto Bismol like this dude, cause you mad sweet. So give us a 360. You guys are funny as hell. Can you do a split on it and make it bounce? When I work out, it says when I work out and take. Okay, hold up. We gonna do this. I'm sorry. You gotta have better. You gotta have better. Better jokes, buddy. You're on timeout. You need better jokes. Okay, let me explain this for the trolls that come in. Y'all need to understand this. For the trolls, you can troll. You can say I'm gay. You can say whatever you want to say. But the moment you start spamming is when you're gonna get blocked or banned and live. You take the fun out of everything. So you can say all the gay shit. You can do whatever you want. Bounce on it. You have good lips. All that shit. It doesn't hurt me. But when you start spamming, that irritates the fuck out of me because I can't read the live. When I work out and take care, I honestly feel like my skin gets cleaner and I think of way better concepts. Exactly. That's I mean, well, I don't mind. I don't mind trolling. I love it. I love trolling. But when you start spamming, is when it's just like, all right, man. Like, because it's kind of like it gives desperate. Like it's very desperate. It's like, all right, like bro, like calm down. He compliment you like, like is he compliment you like if he was the same things I'm bro. He was on some weird shit. These dudes are weird. These dudes are weirdos. They're saying like it's been a lot of like gay, like I guess because I'm wearing pink, like I've drawn in a lot of weird guys tonight. When are you gonna collab with Mighty Mouse? I think the higher I get with, eventually I will, but I think the higher I get like with MMA, I think eventually Mighty Mouse will be down to collab with me. I want to get back into training to shed the extra 60 pounds I gained over the years. You can easily do that. You can easily do that. I promise you. Do y'all have bottled water in Africa? I don't know because I never lived in Africa. I'm an African American, so I don't know. Mm. Never been to Africa, and never plan on going. I'm going to the Philippines though. I want to go to the Philippines. I want to go to Japan. Where else I want to go? I heard Vietnam was cracking. I heard Vietnam for passport bros was cracking. Thailand, not really interested in Thailand. I'm going on a hunt in Africa. That's cool. Where you gonna? What races hunt you're gonna go in? Jesus, Japan's the shit. Yes. Yes, I want to go to Japan. I would love to go to Japan. I want to go and I know they ain't used to black people too. I hear that they always look at black people strangely. And I want to run into those girls who strictly hunt down foreigners to learn English. Yeah, I want to mess with them. Korea, yeah, I'm not really interested in Korea. Korea would be cool though. I wish it's kind of funny. I would love like over the years, at first I never wanted to go here. But then when I started understanding that the government and the people were two different things, then I started having a different take. China. The government in China is extraordinarily racist. You don't want to be a black guy dealing with the Chinese government. But I've learned Chinese people like black people. I didn't know that. I thought they were all just straight racist. I thought so. But over the time, like I've ran to a couple of Chinese women, talked to a couple of Chinese women, and I've noticed when a lot of Chinese women, when they break away from societal like pressures, they get with black men. It's really interesting, you know. Predator hunt. That's cool. When I go to Japan, I'm gonna be there minimum 2 weeks. I I I do want to sightsee in Japan. I know the nightlife in Japan is popping. Actually, there's some things I've seen in Japan. I'm like, I would go check that out. Um, you should go Thailand and do Muay Thai camp and fight over there and make some cool content. That would be cool. That would be so dope. That would be dope. I, if you're right. If I was to go to Thailand, that's exactly what I would do. I would go. I would definitely go for the fighting. But what I want to do is see when I travel, I'm looking for honeys. I'm looking for the girls, you know. And then once I get me like a little like a chick I'm cool with or whatever, then I'm gonna travel all over the place with the chick and stuff. That's what I want to do. I feel like like I don't know, like some people they want to solo travel and they want to do all this stuff. But to me, I would love to get like a fine shit and travel the world with the fine shit. You know, preferably. I'm not gonna say that because that's gonna sound wild. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Preferably if she's bisexual. But I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. Y'all can read between the lines. But like, I would like to travel the world with a fine shit. I just think it's like, what's the point of seeing all this stuff, doing all this stuff by yourself? You know, there's I have 6%, and I am over 2 hours. 2 hours is my quota for those who don't know. But I'm gonna wait till this phone's gonna die, and then that'll be the end of life. But there was this guy. See, I've been reading about avoidance, like people who, if you guys don't know, there's three different attachment styles. You have anxious, secure, and you have avoidance, right? So there was this guy. I guess it's a classic avoidance story where he wanted to go to Alaska for some fucking weird reason. I don't know. Or I think it was Alaska or Nebraska, whatever. The point is, he wanted to go to the wilderness and he wanted to prove that he could survive on his own. That's some weird shit. I don't know why people do this stuff. So he he gives up all of his riches. This is a real story, by the way. He gives up all his riches and he travels towards Nebraska or Alaska. We're just gonna say Alaska because that's where it's cold, right? And over the course of his journey, he ends up meeting a bunch of people who are trying to bring him into his circle. And he tells everybody, "Nope, I'm gonna do it by myself. I'm by myself. I want to do this." Oh, you know what I'm talking about? Like he's like, "No, no, no." So eventually, he gets to where he wants to go, and this is very key. He passes this frozen lake, and he lives off the land for like a month or 3 months or so, however long. But then a storm happens, and he decides it's time to go back home. So when he tries to go back home, that frozen lake is now melted, and it's a storm going, so he can't pass the lake now, and he's stuck. So the last thing that he wrote was some like I forgot what it meant. I forgot the actual quote, but it was happiness is only found when it's shared. That's what he said. I believe that's what he said. Happiness is only found when it's shared. I might be wrong. I paraphrased it, but basically what he was saying is that he realized after all that time of being in complete solitude that he would have been happy in life if he had found someone and shared it with someone. So I say all that because if I'm traveling specifically to find me a fine shit. That's what I'm doing. You know, I'm gonna make sure my money's on point. And I'm grabbing fine shit, and then I'm grabbing you guys, and we're traveling the fucking world, dude. We're gonna travel the world, you know, because happiness is only found when it's shared. That's what I believe in, you know? So I don't want to travel if I ain't at least got one of the other two. You know, it's the Infinity Stones. That's how I feel. The live guy be jumping. You need to find shit with you. And that's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. Let me see. They made the film Into the Wild about that story, I think. I hear you. I have my honey of 14 years. Yes, I'm happy for you. There was a woman who came in here and she said that she was with her man for 17 years. And I love hearing those stories because everything, like, we live in a time where people don't respect that stuff no more. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, that's what I want. I want to travel the world. I want to do all types of stuff. And then I want to settle down and have a big ass family and then show them what I know. And maybe because I'm learning how to create AI. So create an AI that has my thoughts in it, give it to my grandkids and die. I don't want to live forever. You know, I have a specific set thing that God has wanted me to do. The universe need me to do. And I'm here to do that. That's all I need. That's all I want to do. After that, I'm good. I'm done. That's why, you know, everybody wants me to go to the UFC. Fuck it. We going. I'm taking you guys with me. That's what y'all want me to do. You want me to fight for my life or for entertainment? Fuck it. Let's do it. That's legendary. Let's go. You know? Wasn't there a movie like that? I think so. Relationships don't last anymore. No, they don't. They don't. Relationships don't last no more. But yeah. This is a great live stream, man. I love you guys. We this is a really good live. I'm at 4%. Before I get off, do we have any questions? Any questions before I hop off? I'll give it like, you know, maybe a minute. Because once it hits 3, you know how the phones be. Once it hits like 2, it's gonna just probably turn off. So any questions, any last things that you guys want to talk about before we jump off? Like one last thing, because I know I got one more thing to rant about, and then boom, it's probably gonna be over. It has been a great night. I have to head to bed. It's 4:20 here. Okay, so you're heading to bed. I see people are starting to log off. That's fine. So we're gonna end it here. I want to let you guys know I love you guys. I always say this at the end of my live streams. I love you guys. Who's your soccer team? Unfortunately, dog, I don't watch soccer. I really don't watch soccer, unfortunately. Like, I don't have time to watch anything anymore. All I do is just train. I'm literally like an entity for content. All I do is think about content. I mean, I do watch anime, I guess, but like soccer, I don't know. I feel like relationships only lasted when things were tough and people had no options but to appreciate things then. I believe that to be true. Tomorrow I'm gonna be on a little bit early. I'm probably gonna go to sleep and probably wake up, probably be on around 3, maybe 3 or 4. I want to be on for 2 hours or whatever. But I love you guys, and I say that at the end of these lives. This is a great fucking live stream. I ran into a bunch of intelligent people, and I'm gonna be on. I want you guys to be safe. I hope you guys sleep well. And yeah, I'm gonna be on tomorrow. I'm thinking 3 o'clock. I have heavy sparring for MMA tomorrow at 7, I believe. I think it's at 7, and I want to be on live stream for 2 hours. So we got 3. Probably might be on at 3 o'clock. I believe it's gonna be 3 o'clock. I'll set it up for you guys to see 3 o'clock. So follow 3 or 4 o'clock. There we go. 3 or 4 o'clock. I'm gonna be back on. I'm be on for another 2 hours. We're gonna have some other topics. I usually have topics to talk about, but we didn't need that tonight. So I will be seeing you guys. You guys take care.